going on? DJ Buddy.
Number 4. Romantic.
What it do, Rick? Straight up podcast show. Starting at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Shout out for your support. Not black.
Blackberry sweet, you are poison, you are so sweet. Good thing there aren't many of you. Happy to range in. You are a vibrant thing, so vibrant, and I just love you. Sweet kisses, poison, just can't stomach your love. Sometimes we pay for love. Sometimes we pay. Sometimes we pay for love. Sometimes we pay. Even if I could just call you, I could just call you. Hey. Sometimes we pay for love. Sometimes we pay for love. Sometimes we pay for love. Sometimes we pay. Sometimes.
Dixie freely.
DJ Wide Body.
Why did it sound like
you get a bonus cause you steal the show. Further, no slipping up the reality slow. I'ma follow rivers that flow on the highways of life, driving on the right side of the road. With my beauty and the brains we go. If I'm falling, she can push it below. Let the dread make love to your soul. You're bursting at the seams. Yeah, turn around. I knew the sea just one with me. You're putting on your jeans. I could do a million Tina. Oh me, oh my. Oh, you're bursting. The way you're up in your pants.
Northeast beach. That blessed girl.
DJ Wide Body.
Red and black because we became blood. Initiated our lives in love. We knew what it was since the first day we met. Now we both going hard for the set, and that's our foundation. Took vows with no hesitation. Have the right to say that you a Mason. It feels so amazing to have a love that can stay blazing through all this cold weather. Tough skin like genuine leather, you're appreciated. So many efforts to be celebrated. Lots of patience in this journey of collaboration. Fascination of your full figure picture naked. I shall embrace it as a lover and protector. Sweet melanin skin, honeydew nectar. Kissing on your neck, but why should I kiss and tell? All they need to know is I got my wish from the wishing well. So wish as well, it was just a penny for my trust, but activity, then fuck what you thought.
People would come and look at us and them had me in bad shape. Well, that's all right. Two people can stop.
How to write a story. You're in your chair, but your central character will be at the end of his rope. A desperate man taking desperate measures. Only trouble is interesting. Everything you don't want to happen to yourself or your family or your friends should happen to your characters. You love your hero, but you keep putting obstacles in his way. Writing a story is taking the path of most resistance. You dip your pen in the ink and you...
Ladies and gentlemen, got the suitcase up in the central. Order room 112, coming with the essential. Being the strangers, if no money exchanges. I got this kid
Mav on the track. Saying
Shout Black
poetry.
Mav, Black Mav.
Yeah. You know what we doing.
Rob Wallace. Salute in the chat.
Yo, I ain't trying to go back and forth. I'll crack your jaw at the Catholic Hall back in Saginaw, Michigan. Had that blessed girl filming it while she giggling like a little kid that was ticklish. You a lyricist? Nah, dog, you licorice. Your name should be Twizzler, cause you sweet as your sister is. Back you up, have you lamping on concession stands. Protect your clan, I bring the pain like a method man. And yo, I'm a genius like Jizza. Got your fingers on Twitter, you a singer like Scissor. I'm a top dog from Niagara Falls that drop bars and light rappers up on the mic like cop cars. You a joke like 911 in your town. I'm public enemy #1 with the gold crown, huh?
Shout out Clark the Spark. Alabama, Seattle. This is the pre-show. Podcast starts at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until then.
Damn, girl, there you go again. Drink like you glow and your soul within. Mahogany skin, with curves like a wine to roll. Small talk.
Shout out Digger. AKA
Brick house deceit, SWV, you're making me weak. Phone dialogues and coffee shop rendezvous. Getting close to what I'm trying to do, so I play my position at least until I reach my goal. Next level access, headline you show. It takes time to grow, but baby girl, I've reached my peak. I'm Jock Cousteau, trying to go deep like rights or passing routes, and never ever forecast your doubts. But check it, let's make it happen like yesterday. And no, I don't feel that it's best to wait. Feel me?
Baby, you got me going crazy live. Baby, you got me going crazy live.
Waiting on you, leaning for you. It's hard to believe I stretch ceilings for you. Pray for the day that you let me in on the times I spend wasting my patient points for spin. Thing I gotta start, it's all accounted for.
When the time starts up here in 30 minutes, you got 30 minutes to make a joint out of it. When that time is up, you send me your joints, you bring them up here to me. If you need to drive, hopefully the wireless will be popping by then. I'll put
Shout
my
out to the
email address up,
plug-in.
you send it to me.
Shout out Grove Studios. Shout out Double Negative People. Shout out Dirty Young Man. Shout out Smoke Man. Shout out We Are Beats.
They support youth in the community. Participate. That's what this event is for. It's truly for the community. This is what we do. So enjoy yourself, have a good time. Producers, everybody got a space? It's only 11 names on this list. Where everybody else at? Wait a minute. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up.
Round of applause, 2 a.m. Empty the mask from the lips, hollow tips. You niggas hella mad. Be glad still make your shit, your druggers hella mad. Be glad of the missing dad. You niggas hella mad. Be glad of the missing dad. You niggas hella mad. Be glad of the missing dad. You niggas hella mad. Be glad of the missing dad. You niggas hella mad. Be glad of the missing dad. You niggas hella mad. Be glad of the missing dad. You niggas hella mad. Potato on the barrel so the pop remains silent. Call it a missing dad. You niggas hella mad. Be glad the coroner ain't here to zip up the bag. Cause when it's real, ain't no bitch in my talk. No switch in my walk. Real ain't no bitch in my talk. No switch in my walk. Real ain't no bitch in my talk. No switch in my walk. From the ain't no bitch in my talk. No they clapping on. You get your 12-24 kinda rapping on. Doing the magic wand when I get my bitch smacking on. It's no debate, your mistake get you chased from this place. If I pull the lid, bet you get a raise. Cause it's high kinda roll. I hope to leave a hole in
shoulder of a soldier the size of a fucking boulder. Now admit that I'm colder than the tip of an iceberg. Fuck the waterworks if I mention that pipe burst. You niggas all talk, so I know you won't try me. Make like Isaac Hayes, nigga walk on by me. Cock face, all up in that ass like a prostate. Do you like Denver, put you on the earth in the box state? Come to the D, please stay the fuck off them back streets, cause them shots had you running like we train for a track meet.
30 clips in my mental, pick a target. I'm on point, aiming high for my victim, so fix your joint. Back in bed, baby, no conversation. Put this bud in rotation. I break this rhythm down and smoke it like a blunt.
Solution, crime, prostitution. I have no answers. I myself love strip club dances. Just the man in me, colder than enemies. Hotter than lava rocks. Got projects that's not bodies. Let's taste for ya. Head fake crossed over 2 points for ya. This is ski mask rap, you know. Lost battle, no shit left out in the cold. Trying so hard to generate substance. Writing with gall and a little bit of gumption. I've been through a whole lot when I was younger. I used to box and duck cops. I told his older head that I would knock him out of socks. Nigga jump bad, bust his head with a rock. Soul survivor, loyal last rider. You say the word, I like that ass on fire, cause I'm hardwired, God body inspired. Truck tires, treadmill and pump iron. Ceasefire, double tape big gun shells. Keep quiet, or to the tweets, no thumbnails. He's stupid, bail bonds to pay bail. What you think now? That cold D won't come tell unexplainable shit when I'm serving it quick. Got no time for bullshit, need to learn that quick. I'm just passing by with my eye on the prize. Nighttime creature, sunset to sunrise. Right, willing me, dude. That shit ain't cute. You got something to say? Go ahead and make my day. Hey,
that's a good question. We made
Oakland, stand up.
Fine, that's a while.
They cocked their hats to the left, committed mad crimes. It was intense like a headache with stress. Limited funds, oh yes, what a hell of a mess. Played ball in the park to escape all the shit, but didn't know it would lead to knuckle up with the fish shit. These bitch niggas wanted to test me, but I was never a hoe, come on and catch me.
Black man, black man. Shout out those joining us on Facebook. Please share. Please share. Thank you.
good, you tried to give it back. My heart ain't beat since you left, give it back. And all the time spent, I'll never get it back. I'm not feeling like myself, I'll get it back. What happened to all this love you swore you had for me? What happened to you to always be there for me? Was it just a lie? Was it all fake? Or were you just setting me up, prepping me for this heartbreak? I heard a man ain't supposed to cry. Tell me what kind of lie is that? Society wants animals. They want animals. Yes, they want animals. Where do we go when we lose our why? I guess I'll just lie in bed. That's not selfish.
DJ Wide Body.
That's right. Time. 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Time for Straight Up Podcast, episode number 11. Ho! I'm DJ Wide Body. Let's meet the panel. Up first, from Jersey. Now in LA, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for See Me Hustle, the OG. Ha.
Ladies and gentlemen.
From Jersey, now in the Atlanta area. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Brother Ane.
What up?
From Jersey, now in the Atlanta area. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Kareem Coop. Up next, from Jersey, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for the Jersey Sun, a.k.a. Jersey Riggs. And joining us in spirit once again, ladies and gentlemen, from Jersey, Potty. Where's Potty? Where is he? All right. Once again, welcome to Straight Up Podcast, episode number 11. I'm DJ Wild Body. Before we begin, let's give shout out to our sponsors. This episode of Straight Up Podcast brought to you by Pop Pop's Woodshop. Pop Pop's Woodshop, specializing in custom woodworking, coffee tables, china cabinets. They do it all. They're dedicated to providing you with top quality work at the utmost professionalism. You go give them a call today, 1-800-286-5233. That's 1-800-286-5233. That's right. How's everybody doing out there in the chat? Shout out to the chat. Rod Wallace in there, DJ Rec in the chat. Also, we're on Facebook today as well. That's who we got in Facebook. Oh, man. Yeah, so we're streaming to Facebook and YouTube at the same time today. So we'll go from there, man. A lot to talk about today. A lot to talk about. Anybody seen Potty?
Yeah, he said he'd be on in about 3 minutes.
All right. How you doing, Coop?
I'm good.
Man, it's good to see you. Good to see you, man. Yeah, so a lot going on real quick. Let's get that out the way. We got some good topics today, man. We're going to talk about some good topics. Before we do, what's going on, Ricks? Brother Ricks, you there?
Can't hear you, brother.
All right, man. I just want to talk about that series there. Pretty sure he doesn't want to talk about it. But, yeah, anyways, real quick, the Lakers are eliminated. Playoffs. They lose to the Suns. That's it. So, yeah, the Suns move on. Shout out to the Lakers, man. I mean, you know, they tried to do some damage control before James and Davis came back. But I ain't going to lie, man. I thought they would even get this far. So, yeah, shout out to the Lakers, man. They did beat them 2 games. But the rest, Phoenix was just too much for them. Right now, important game 6 tonight. You got the Clippers, Mavericks, series tied at 3-3. Kawhi Leonard, 45 points the last game. Who do you got in this one?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
All right.
Yes.
What was that?
We're talking about the Lakers Suns. I was saying that Lakers made it. I didn't expect them to even go that far with the injuries and stuff. With LeBron coming back, Davis coming back pretty late in the season. So
Yeah.
Yo, first of all, welcome, Brother Ricks. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the podcast. Secondly, it's a tough weekend for you. You know what I mean? Lakers, the better team won. The better team did what they were supposed to do. Unfortunate situation. Everybody can't beat Brooklyn, though. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Everybody can't beat the
last time the Nets been in the finals, man. Now all of a sudden you want to talk trash. But back to the Lakers. Back to the Lakers. We were defending champions, which the Nets never have done.
All right.
We had injuries. AD was out. LeBron wasn't really 100%. The supporting cast really didn't do what they were supposed to do. So
hey, let me pull up the excuse chart real quick. Let me follow along so I can follow along with the excuse chart.
The Suns just was the better team. They the number 2 seed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They just was the better team. But let's get back to Smooth. They never won a championship. Hopefully y'all can get one this year. Just one. Now, if you want to do some research, you can Google how many championships the LA Lakers had. If you want to find out some information.
Oh, okay. I got you. So that's what it must have been. It must be hard to play basketball with those rings on and stuff. They probably need to take the rings off before they took the court. That's probably was the problem.
You got the banners, you got the rings, you got the history. Nets.
I can see that. It's hard to hit a jump shot when you got banners and shit everywhere to look at.
Show me a ring. Show me a ring.
All right.
Show me a ring.
Moving on.
Show me a ring.
We got
Show
some
me
Clippers.
one.
I haven't heard from a Lakers fan. It's funny because I live in LA.
Show me a ring.
I live in LA and I haven't heard from a Lakers fan since Thursday. So
Nigga,
I'm just saying it's weird.
Nigga, you ain't from Brooklyn. Show me a ring. Show me a ring. Nigga, you ain't from Brooklyn. You ain't got one Brooklyn bone in your body, nigga.
Moving on. We got the other LA team, the Clippers tonight against the Mavericks today at 3:30. Who we got in this one? We're moving on.
Ooh, that's gonna be a tough series, bro. That's gonna be a tough game. The away team has won every game in this series. Literally, the home court disadvantage. So, I
got my money on Luka.
You got your money on Luka, but is Luka healthy?
Pray like he healthy.
Yeah, he look good.
That nigga dropping buckets. I don't know what you watching.
Shout out RTO Beats in the chat. Shout out my mother. Hi, Mom. See you later. All right. So we got that tonight. And all the way to the next already have a 1-game lead on the Bucks. They beat the Bucks last night. 115-107 in that game. Nets look all right, man. Giannis had 34 points. Brook Lopez, 19 points. Holiday, 17.
Yeah, they played defense, which was very surprising.
Harden got hurt though, which is the big issue. Harden got hurt within the first, which could be a re-injury.
One minute in the game. So
he missed 20-some games with the hamstring injury, and then looks like he hurt it again.
Well, you know what? They still got the big two. They can do it. Harden's a big part of that offense, but they're big boys. They'll step it up. We'll see that tonight. Also tonight, Floyd Mayweather taking on Logan Paul on pay-per-view. I think we'll be seeing what's going on with that. So everyone thinks that Floyd's going to lose this one. Floyd's the boxer. I don't see Floyd. Floyd don't take fights that's probably going to get him hurt or have him lose. So expect Floyd to be running around that ring tonight doing his jab thing, and Logan Paul trying to use his 50-pound weight advantage that he has. Shout out.
There you go.
We'll see it tonight later on. Also,
he's going to take him to deep waters. That's the plan. He's going to take him to deep waters. Logan Paul ain't going to hit him the first 2 rounds. He's going to be chasing him all over. Once they get to the 8th, 9th round, Logan Paul going to be out of breath.
It's only 8 rounds.
All right.
Oh, damn. You're right. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah,
so,
8 rounds.
Okay. All right. This is different then. This is a whole different scenario.
Right.
But still, nobody can out-cardio Floyd in the ring. And Logan Paul, when I seen him last fight, he was pretty, by the 6th round, he was out of breath.
Yeah,
so
that's the plan. I can see that too, Pot. So
this is all entertainment. Ain't nothing serious about this shit, you know.
Oh, it's serious.
It's serious. Cool.
It ain't serious, man.
Okay,
it's about money and entertaining people.
We'll see.
Oh, cool. It's an exhibition, man.
Yeah, it's an exhibition.
So was Nate Robinson. Nate Robinson was an exhibition too.
Exhibition.
Nah. Nate was trying to fight.
Not a boxer.
Nate was trying to fight.
You don't think Logan Paul gonna try to fight? Talking about he own.
No, he gonna fight.
Logan
I didn't say it was
That's what I'm
fake.
saying. I know it's
I didn't say it was fake.
exhibition.
It's real, but
You
it's
don't think-
bullshit.
Listen, there ain't no
think-
they got the same rules as boxing, bro. So you could call it an exhibition. There is no they got everything is cool, man. It's not like it's any kind of safety rules or anything, you know, because it's an exhibition. It's a real boxing match, bro.
No.
They're not wearing headgear. They're not wearing none of that stuff, man.
The point I'm trying to make is not a real Floyd gonna run around this boy. This is not,
he's not a real boxer.
Deserve to fight Floyd. This is just to entertain people. That's my point.
Yeah,
I say they're not
okay.
fighting.
Okay.
They are fighting, but
I got you.
I think there's one element though. You can get knocked out in an exhibition fight.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dre.
So
Thank you, Dre.
you step in the ring, it's on. Regardless of what they call it, if you go in there playing, you can get knocked out.
Same shit I'm trying to say.
No, we're not
that's what's
knocking
gonna
that.
happen,
I don't think you understand what we're saying.
No.
We know
Somebody else
that.
was saying that. I'm answering that person because you're not. There's some people saying, "Oh, this exhibition, blah blah blah." Man, they going. You, both have something to lose. Floyd can't lose, and this YouTube.
Floyd ain't about to
lose.
lose.
Yeah.
Playing with somebody
I know that. I'm saying they can't.
0-1.
They cannot lose. None of them can lose. So they not gonna let that loss happen. So somebody gotta lose. I'm not saying,
but it's only an exhibition because it's not on record as a professional fight.
Exactly.
Right, but they still gonna fight. Like Dre said, they get in the ring. They're
Your
gonna
ass
fight.
Your ass could get knocked out on live TV. That shit gonna count.
But we know Floyd going.
That's my
dominate this guy. It's not. He don't even deserve to fight Floyd. It's not a real fight. My point. I'm not
I
saying
get-
if fight is real.
No, I get what you're
it's not a
saying, Coop.
competition. That's
I
what
get what
I need to say.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Money is right, dog. This is Money Mayweather we talking about, bro. He is right for Floyd. Floyd is all about the cash, brother. If he's probably the most worthy opponent right now for Floyd, unless Floyd try to fight Manny Pacquiao again. Or
Manny Pacquiao would beat Floyd right now.
Okay, now if you fight Manny, then that's a fight.
Manny beats him right now because Manny's active.
Manny is asking for that fight if he beats Errol Spence.
Nah, I don't see him beating Spence, and I don't see him.
Yeah,
Mayweather
I don't think
beating
Pacquiao's gonna beat Spence. So.
I think he will. I think he'll annihilate him.
I like
Spence.
Spence.
I like Spence too.
Last time you watched Spence,
my favorite boxer. I mean, right now, Spence is my favorite. But the way Pacquiao fight, the only difference is maybe
Pacquiao from 10 years ago. Yeah, maybe Pacquiao from 10 years ago. But today, I don't know.
All right.
I don't know.
Okay, guys. So moving along, we have some topics today. The first topic, courtesy of brother See Me Hustle, the OG. See Me Hustle. You take it away, man. Set up the stage.
All right. Well, my question is about submission. To all the women out there, it's about submission. It's like, why is this a dirty word in the Black community? It's something I don't understand. Help me to understand as a man why, when you submission should be your goal as a female.
All right. So why aren't women submissive? Modern women submissive?
Yes.
Modern women. I got you. That's the question.
What is submitting? Like what are they submitting to? We got the
should be your honor. Should be your honor to submit to your man.
But what's
like as far as cooking, cleaning? Like what are we talking about here? As far as shutting up while you speaking, what are we talking about?
I think that's where the misconception comes in. I think that's where because that's not submission. That's not what we're talking about.
Okay, break it down.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get where you're going with it. Break it down. We say submission.
Okay, let's go to the definition there. But go ahead and what you're saying. I'm gonna bring up the definition.
Being obedient to your husband, supporting his decisions when you don't agree with, following his spiritual lead, if having a heart towards satisfying your husband, being physically and emotionally, that's not being submissive. Being physically and emotionally abused, being forced to do things that are illegal or immoral just because your husband told you. Going against God's wishes of you're in that realm there, but yeah, basically it's satisfying a man on that
playing
level.
A woman's part. That's just playing a woman's part.
Are you saying playing a woman's part? You know, there's different types. I think there's.
Yeah, what is that? Because people have different definitions. What is playing a woman's part?
But we're talking about the overall part. The part where the system. You know, I'm not talking about our own, but how it's supposed to be. The word supposed.
Let's get a definition. Let's get a definition on what submit means, and then we'll go from there. Anybody got a definition on submit?
Submit means to, I guess, follow someone's lead to, how they see things fit. Like,
Well, we're gonna get a somebody's looking it up.
Book definition of
Yeah, let's
hold on. Let me look up the book definition.
To give in. To give in.
I mean, can you have your own mind, or you just?
It's to give in. It's to give in.
I don't want a robot.
The action, of fact, of accepting or yielding to a superior force or to the will of an authority of another person.
Okay.
So the action of presenting a proposal, application, or other document to consideration or judgment in that realm.
Good conversation there.
Right. Let's see. Proposing or argument presented. That's different. But yeah, I think that's a good definition.
The action or accepting of or yielding to a superior force or to the will of authority of another person.
So is that what we're going with? Are we going with that definition?
Yeah, well, that's the actual definition.
Yeah, we go with the actual definition. Let's just go with that.
I ain't feeling that because I don't want a robot.
But let him speak on it. It's Malcolm's topic. It's Malcolm's topic. Let him begin this topic.
There you go. Go ahead, Malcolm.
Okay.
Well, so in a relationship, so submitting in a relationship, I don't think means being a robot or something. I think that's how women take it. I think the prevailing idea of what most Black women think that means like Celie from The Color Purple.
Mm-hmm.
That would be, I hear what you're saying. Let me give you another one. To be submissive is to obey or yield to someone. When you are submissive, you submit to someone else's will, which literally you put down your own desires lower than theirs. You can see that this is a Latin root of submittee, which is formed by sub, under, send, put, stuff like that. Or a submissive person is someone who willingly submits to the authority of another. So
that's what we do every day. We don't. That's what y'all do when y'all.
That's control.
I think that's how women take it, but it's not control.
That's why I said robot.
If we go by that definition, that is control.
Well, you gotta think about this. It's not so much control. It's about if you want to play this part. It's not really control. It's more of a choice. Like this is if you're going with the marriage thing and all this is what comes with the marriage. You know what I mean? And it don't have to be like a robot. It's the fact that if a woman wants to give the man the superior as far as the man got to do everything and all that, then she has to play her part. You know what I mean? Because she's letting him. She has to follow his lead. That's what she wants to do, right? So it's not like she's trying to be a robot or anything. You know what I mean?
Here's my analogy. Here's my analogy, right? We all played sports before, right? Everybody in here played sport on some kind of level, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there one guy that was like, say, the leader of the team or something like that in any position? Has anyone here ever been in that position where you was the leader?
You got captain, you got co-captain.
You're the captain, co-captain, and all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when somebody's leading the charge of the team, who generally does that?
The captain. He's motivating the troops, right? Getting everyone together.
Having a team has certain responsibilities, right?
Everyone has their part.
Okay, everybody has their part to play. Right. So in effect, by definition, if you're a team member, right, well, you're not the captain, right? Are you in fact putting the will of the team, which is the goal of the team, which is to win, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are you not in fact putting that above your own needs, right? Correct. And that's it. So in essence, we flip that around to relationships, right? To me, a relationship is a team, right? Somebody's got to be the captain.
But you also got to listen to your team.
Somebody, yeah. Oh, definitely. And as the good people do that, you know what I'm saying?
You got to pay attention. You got to pay attention to the team. You got to know how to motivate your team. You got to know how to get the best out your team.
Let's unpack this.
That's what makes it somebody who. That's why you can't just throw anybody in there as a captain. You know what I mean?
Unpack this.
That's agreed, but that's not what we're talking about here.
Let me unpack this. So what is our definition of a submissive woman? Like as far as in our relationships, like what do you expect out of your significant other to do to be submissive in your own way? Like, we can go back to the 50s. Obviously, this is not the 50s anymore, but traditionally, the man was the one who went out and took care of all the house stuff.
Protect and provide.
Protect and provide was a cover over the house and the family, and the woman made sure that the kids were taken care of, they were bathed in that nature. But as we go into the new age in the last 20 to 30 years, that's not the case because they're more like teammates. You can't be submissive being a teammate with your other half. It doesn't work like that. You can't be their equal, traditionally speaking. Now, if you go back to the 40s and the 50s when, like I said, the father was the one that went out there and provided, and he was a cover, and all the wife did was stay at home and make sure the babies was fed and you was fed and wipe your feet, whatever. So now you have modern women now. Huh?
So I take it that this is working, right?
You know what, though? Hold on.
This new era, this new modern
I can't say
society,
that. I can't say that because it does cause problems. It does
it's
cause
not
problems.
working because black people are married at a rate less than any other group. We're married at a rate of like 20. I think it's like in the low 20s, and percentage-wise, lower than any other group.
How many?
So how is this modern situation working for us?
Okay, but you saying marriage? I mean, you don't have to be married.
You don't have to be married. You just shacking up. There's people shacking up all the time. Not, you know.
I don't know that you should. I don't know that a woman should submit to, their sexual partners. I don't know. That's what I'm asking. I'm asking. I'm talking strictly about marriage here or dating with a purpose. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
date with a purpose. You don't have to get married to be successful and live long and happy with the.
But is that what we're talking about here?
Yeah, I believe the right woman will know when to submit. So it's 2021. A woman ain't submitting for everything. Now, a woman should be aware and know when to submit, just as a man should know when to be aware and when to fall back, submit, whatever you want to call it. Because a man, at some point, a man will have to submit to something. You may not want to see it, you may not want to believe it, but it will happen.
Yeah. Okay, me and you on the same page. I feel exactly what you said.
But you know what I think we got kind of wrong with it too? It's funny how you say that the woman stays home and raise the kids. Mm-hmm. But really, in my opinion, I think a man is a better groomer than a woman. I believe a woman is better off going out working and a man groom the kids. That's just my.
So who said anything about?
Hold on, break that down. Why do you feel that way?
But that's why we got
who said that though?
We got today. This is why we got the society. The society we have today because most men are raised by women.
Well, yeah,
you know what I mean?
Another subject, but yeah, true.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it's another subject.
I'm not trying to go there.
We said a man be the provider, man go out and do everything, but at the same time,
no one's saying a woman can't have a job and shit.
Nobody.
Hold on, Malcolm, where are you trying to go, bro? Where are you trying to? You set the tone right here. We're being submissive to your topic.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate
that. Go ahead, brother.
We're just talking strictly in a relationship. In a marriage between a man and a woman, the woman submitting to her man.
Okay.
As the more dominant, the more powerful person, the leader of the relationship, which the man is the head of the relationship.
Mentally and physically.
Yeah.
But you're not always right, man. We all make mistakes.
Who said about being always right? Man?
Okay, so what are you saying? I mean, you saying they gotta follow you. Submissive means
I get what I get what
I'm not saying I'm always right. I know I'm not always right, bro. No. I know that I need a helpmate. You know what I'm saying? Which is what a person that I'm gonna be in a relationship is to me. It's a helpmate that I need. I need help. I don't know everything. You know what I'm saying? That's what a woman is to me. Is a helpmate. Somebody's going to help us achieve these goals. You know what I'm saying? In fact, the role of a woman to me is supremely important in my life. You know what I'm saying? And supremely needed.
Okay.
It's definitely a valued and needed part of my life. But what I'm saying is that no woman is going to be the lead or the head
of they shouldn't be.
My relationship. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be the person that I'm not going to be the submit-e. However I don't even know what I'm trying to say. The submitter. Whatever. You know what I mean? Submitter or submit. She's not going to be the submit-e. The person being submitted to is going to be me.
I think the word submission is part of the challenge because it has so much stigma around it, so much history around it, and so much stain on it that when people hear that word, they automatically shy away from it. I think that's a recent
event there. I don't think that was such a problem with our grandmothers.
Registration.
With our grandmothers, there wasn't an issue. Why? You brought that up earlier in the 50s, 60s. Relationships were much more successful then than they are now. Relationships are in a turmoil in the Black community. I'm speaking.
Well, there's a lot of different layers to that, and you got to look at a time where the issue was a collective issue for everybody, so we didn't have this separatism type of mentality.
Right.
We had one common threat, and that common threat forced us to collectively be on one accord because we had no choice. But it worked for us.
Right.
So not allowing us to go to your school or do this, do that, cool, fine. But collectively, we were able to bond tighter.
Breaking up, brother.
Locked up.
What up, Gray?
Locked up.
Yeah, but I like where he was going with that, though. He was going right where I needed it to go, which is that we were more successful as a community back when we had these defined roles. Now these roles are undefined. Like, what is a woman's role in a relationship?
To everything. We should be down with everything. Up the family, because feminism crept in. The feminism movement was snuck in during the civil rights movement. It had ain't shit to do with Black women. It was more or less a white woman having competition with her husband.
Exactly. So we followed a Eurocentric kind of outline for our relationships, which doesn't work for us.
It doesn't work, but when we had that common threat, our women had I'm gonna say it like this. During that time, the Black woman had faith in her man's ability to lead, and she didn't question it too much. So when you have faith in somebody's ability to lead, then automatically you're submitting, but you're not submitting from a standpoint of what we're discussing now. So if I got faith in the quarterback to lead the team, I'm not questioning the play he about to call. Right. I'm just gonna follow the play.
Yeah.
So we're not operating on that line because of the feminist movement has crept in, and now they've created the scenario where the women want to be on the same playing field as the men.
Right. So
submission in this day and time ain't gonna work. It's just not gonna work because they've indoctrinated these women to think that whatever you can do, I can do. Why do I need you? But if you find a good woman, it's not her submitting, but she has faith in your ability to lead this family without question. Right. And there's a time for her to step in when you falter. And I'm not talking about the first time you falter or the second time you falter. A real woman is able to look at you and watch you fail at something enough before she steps in to say, hey, as a woman, let me help my man out. Yeah. And not take his position, but push him along, give him that push he needs.
That sounds beautiful. That's beautiful. That sounds beautiful. But where do you find that?
But even back then,
the values have changed. Is what he's saying. The values for
I'm just saying.
Changed, which is why they were down to, I think it's 23% of women are married.
But even back then, what he's saying, they did that back then. You just looking on the outside, oh, she just stay home and do the kids. She was always in his ear, even back then in the 50s and 60s.
Oh, yeah.
Always in his ear. You know what I'm saying? He listened to his woman. You just didn't see it because you on the outside looking in. They always been the backbone. The woman has always been the backbone.
I agree with that.
I don't disagree with that. In fact, I read one time, I read a comment from Michelle Obama where she spoke about her husband, and they had I guess come across one of her ex-boyfriends or something like that. She was in a relationship with a guy, a store owner or a business owner of some kind, and where Obama made the remark that, look, you know, had you married that guy, you would be the wife of a whatever business he was running. And she said, no, I would have been the wife of the president of the United States. In essence, saying, you know, don't discount her role in Barack becoming president. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, she played a role in him becoming president just as much as, you know what I mean? So for him to make that remark saying she would have been the wife of a whatever business owner, she was like, no, you know,
that's the power. That's the power of women.
Women have a strong, submissive woman, and that's the type that I'm looking at. I'm looking at the Michelle Obama type.
They have the ability to foresee.
Are you like Barack Obama, nigga? You like Barack Obama?
To the White House, yo.
Hey, real quick from the
chat. Michelle, it'll be hard for Barack to be Barack.
Real quick
from the Michelle, you gotta be like Barack, man.
We have
Do you?
Tiffany
was Barack like Barack before he met Michelle?
But deep down inside, you gotta understand that. But Rock
she didn't marry him when he became president, nigga.
Yeah, I'm saying, but he didn't get there because of her. Period. I'm just saying. It's a good story.
We don't know that. We don't know that. We don't know that.
From the chat, we got something from the chat. Tiffany Beautifully Me says that man has to make that woman feel confident and secure about submitting. That's a good point.
I don't know.
I disagree with that.
No, that's true. I actually agree with that. A woman has to be comfortable and give you that, you that too.
Put that battery in your back sometimes.
All right. Well, then here's my question. Here's my question back. Why get in a relationship with a man that you don't feel that way about?
Well, you don't know that at first. You got to get the
relationships grow, man. You got to give time.
Why go through the motions with a person you don't feel that way about?
Takes 5 years to know.
It's a process.
Okay, well then why have babies with somebody you don't feel that way about?
That's a whole other conversation.
It's right along the same ride, brother.
We can all ask ourselves that question.
Why go through the motion? But why?
We can all ask ourselves
talking
that
to women
question
right now. Why go through the person? Why go through all the motion, the relationship, the sex, having kids with somebody that you're not willing to submit to? Why
okay, but you're talking from a 45-year-old mind now. That's different when we was young, man.
I didn't plan the baby when I was younger. That wasn't planned.
Exactly.
That wasn't nobody plan, nigga.
You know what? I think one thing people miss in situations like that, let's just go a little bit higher. We're all here because there was obviously let's just say a divine plan that was in place that ain't have shit to do with somebody's ego. And if the ego was in charge, a lot of us wouldn't be here. So certain things have went down that's out of our control. Let's just say it's a spiritual thing, God, nature, universe, whatever. But when we have too much say so in what it's supposed to be, we fuck it up. That's why we don't know.
Man, always fucking something up.
So we're here sexually because of our parents making certain decisions from a very carnal and egotistical manner, but at the same time, that was supposed to happen because we're here.
You think about it, nature made that decision. You
exactly. You use it.
That nature.
Yeah, Pop would use the term nature. Some people will say God. Some people will say it was divine action. But we're all here from a scenario that's bigger than our ego.
Exactly. That should give them a one night stand in the club in your head.
Exactly.
Baby can happen.
Baby's supposed to happen all the time anyway. Every time you lay down, a baby's supposed to happen.
That's what's supposed to happen.
But I mean,
that's more the plan.
I mean, sex, sex ain't supposed to be recreational, nigga. Sex is supposed to be.
But you don't. That's I don't know. I don't think everyone is put.
Well,
I don't think
72% of kids in the black community are born out of wedlock.
We come with them damn statistics.
You said out of wedlock?
Out of wedlock, yeah.
Well, that statement in itself proves what I just said.
Mm-hmm.
Wedlock is a constraint made by man, right?
Exactly, like the damn statistics.
The universe dictates life, how it flows in and out of here. So
I mean, we're comfortable in a society where anything goes and it's just whatever.
Anything does go technically.
I understand.
Basically, what you're doing, you have a level of mitigating how severe something would be, but you can't stop it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we're just 6 dudes up here having a conversation right now. This is not going to stop anything.
We mitigating right now. Even at our age, we have a better ability to mitigate a situation because of our wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
But the bottom line is we are trying to gain as much as control over the flow of the natural process of things as much as possible before we get out of here. But that's it.
When you love
I will say though, when you go outside of America,
okay,
that changes.
Explain.
Submission.
How so?
It does.
The willing to submit changes.
This is true.
Okay.
And
because traditions are different. Yeah, true.
Yeah. They're brought up they have a totally different mindset.
That's more in line with but my mindset.
Okay, well then you need to go get you one of them old Korean.
Sound like you need to move out of America, nigga.
No, I get what he's saying. I get what he's saying because it's like it's the trade-off. Like, sisters are sisters to me throughout the entire planet, right?
There ain't gonna be no perfect sister.
But
man.
sisters have a different
for the perfect sister.
Sisters have a different mindset.
when I hear you speak, it seems like you want a woman to submit, do this perfectly, line everything up. It's supposed to happen perfectly.
Man.
Nigga, you
Well,
don't
what I
control
hear
that,
is
nigga.
here's what I hear, right?
Don't wash them dishes.
I hear a lot of women, right, that are, let's just say, like late 30s, right, that are unmarried, kids, several different parents, and are now at the point where they're like, I'm looking for this strong black leader man to come so I can submit to them. My point is that at that point it's too late. Nobody wants to heal your broken ass. You know what I'm saying? Why do I gotta step in for when you weren't smart enough to not get with the thug nigga or the jail nigga or whatever, you know what I'm saying, and have babies by that dude, you know what I mean? And now I gotta come in and play stepdaddy, and then you still may or may not agree to submit. I'm just not with all that.
Malcolm, I got a question again from Tiffany, beautifully me. She asked, what aspect of the relationship should a woman submit to? That's a good question.
What aspect of the relationship?
Go ahead, brother, speak.
Sexual, would it be sexual? I'm gonna give you some examples. You told me kind of slow.
That's a good
sexual. The entire part of the relationship. I don't understand aspect. I'm not into picking and choosing, and I'm not into that.
Submit to everything is what you're saying.
That's a good question.
I'm into cooperation. And
you kind of confusing me, Malcolm. You kind of
break down what you feel that you ain't really broke it down. Like what do you think they should submit to? Like what?
Well, again, the definition of submission is
not the definition.
In essence,
your definition.
In essence,
submit to your will. What's your will?
Towards a goal, towards a common goal for me, my wife, my family.
He just wants her to listen and
I think remember the team concept. That's no better way I can put it than the team concept.
I think
the team goal is to. Well, let me explain. The team goal, right, is winning. Ultimately, right. That's the main goal for the team. Yeah, whoever scores, however many points or whatever the situation is, the ultimate goal of the team is to win, right?
Yeah,
as
that's
family. My family team. My goal is to win.
Yeah, but there's positions. What position should she play?
Yeah,
he wants her to show up on time. He wants her to clock in.
I'm talking to Smooth. Hold on, Potty. I need to hear from Smooth. I need to hear from Malcolm.
Well, I'm the quarterback, right? If we talking football, I'm the quarterback. I'm the captain, whatever you want, the position you want to call it. I'm be the captain. She can be the co-captain or the, you know what I mean, the second or whatever, but I'm the captain. That's
so do you want her to dribble the ball, bring the ball up the court, or
whatever's necessary?
Okay.
All right.
Whatever's necessary for my only goal. Remember, my goal is not I got to score 25 points and lead the team in scoring. It may not be required for this situation. The captain is not always required to be the leading scorer and shit. You know what I mean? Like Chris Paul is the captain on the Suns, right?
All right.
Chris Paul unquestionably is the captain of the Suns. Is he the best player on the Suns? He's not better than Booker. I don't think. He probably ain't better than Ayton, but at the same time, he's still the captain. He's still an unquestioned leader. When he says something, he says, this is what we need to do. It goes unquestioned.
Yeah, and he has a game plan. There's a motive behind what he says. What are you saying?
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Same thing here. The same thing with me. You dealing with me.
He wants to win.
He wants to win in a situation.
But what should the women? Okay, what? I'm going back to the question. What is your teammate doing? What should they stop doing? What should they listen to from you? What should they listen to? Like whatever I'm talking. And bring it back to her question: is it sex? Is it just following your orders around the house? What is
personally, me, I don't do orders. I don't like come in and make orders and make demands and all that. I'm trying to win. Again, I'm trying to win, and this is.
But the game plan has to be set in order for her to know what to do. In order for her to know what to do, the game plan has to be set.
Gotta have a conversation. That conversation has got to be had. Whether you
okay, well, let me help Smooth out here. I think he has traveled overseas. He has mixed and mingled. I'm gonna say with other cultures and seen how things operate, and dealt with people from other cultures and see how things flow. I've spent some time around people from other countries and other cultures closely. I had a couple African sisters who used to work at my shop, and I spent a lot of time around their family. What he's explaining, and it's hard for a Western mindset man to digest this concept. But what he's basically saying is he wants a family structure where there's the minimal amount of resistance coming from his woman when it comes to what he's setting forth for the family. See,
that's all men.
That's
an
all
excellent
men.
way to put it.
That's
all men. That's all men.
Wait, that's all men. But in Western society, that's not what we're used to.
Correct.
So when you have a person who says, I'm opting out of this, I want to go into that because there's less resistance when it comes to the plan I'm setting for, I understand what he's saying. Now, when you guys ask him, what is the blueprint on what she needs to do? It's not a definitive thing. It's more or less having faith in his ability to make decisions on where they should go.
Right.
Whatever that is, the least amount of resistance. And when I say the least amount, that don't mean she don't have a say in anything. That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's not what I'm saying either.
But Western Black women will debate you and fight you tooth and nail on something that's so simple when they can't see the vision. That's all he's saying.
I can't do the argumentative stuff. You know what I mean? When I got to fight to get to my position every time I leave this house. You know.
Okay, I have another question.
I have to fight every moment. You know what I mean? At my job, I have to fight every step of the way. I have to fight. I meet resistance every step of the way that I go out there. As a Black man, we all know. We all feel that innate resistance anytime you leave the house. So for me, you know, 9 hours a day, whatever the amount of time that you're gone from the house, that you face that resistance, that uphill battle, like a salmon almost swimming upstream. You know what I'm saying? Swimming against the stream, it feels like, because that's what it can feel like. For us as Black men, the moment I come between these doors in this house, that needs to stop.
Exactly. That's the last place you want resistance.
That cannot happen. I will not allow that to happen.
That's the last place you want resistance. Exactly. When you come home between your mates.
I feel that. Everybody hear that. Especially,
and that's too much. That happens way too much,
if
man.
You've been married already.
Way too much to buddies of mine. You know what I'm saying? To like, it's too many people go through these experiences as men for this to be like a level of coincidence. And when I look at how many women are married or how many women are going through these same circumstances where they're young and they just want to be free and do them and not be tied down to whatever, and then have a bunch of kids, and then by the time they get basically, you know, in their late 30s, they're ready to turn it around. And at that point, it's your, as a woman, being that you're judged by your beauty as a woman, okay, your beauty declines at a certain point, you know what I mean? You stop getting let in the bars for free, you stop getting free drinks, you stop, all these things just stop happening for most women at a certain time after they have kids and get older, the beauty fades.
Unless you're Angela Bassett. I just had to throw that.
But even Angela Bassett was finer at 25.
Okay, can we go back to the submission thing? Where are you getting this submissive woman from that's from another country? And are you bringing her back here? And once you bring her back here, do you think she will get Americanized and become that, or you think she's going to stay the way she is?
Well, I mean, we're having a conversation about overall general. I don't want to make this specifically.
Okay, all right.
Show, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
Well, I don't know that I'm willing to bring a woman back to America.
Okay, but
situation happened.
But what are we really talking about here then?
But hey, my
being such an evil word towards Black women, like, why, I don't understand.
So where are you getting your woman from? Where are you getting? Are you going overseas, or are you finding this submissive woman in America? I'm just trying to get a better feel.
I don't think that our the society as it stands now, I don't think that society doesn't generally go backwards.
So
I don't think that that's going to happen here.
So your goal is to find a submissive woman, no matter where they're, other country, in the country.
Yeah.
To find that submissive.
I think all men want that. All men want that.
All men want that.
Well, it's not all men. Definitely, there's some submissive men, and like back to Kareem's point from earlier.
Alpha males, yeah, of course.
Alpha males, of course. That's what
we want a submissive.
We demand that, but what I'm saying, there's a lot of men that are raised by women that are probably we've gotten accustomed to being submissive to women.
Okay, what if a woman is submissive in certain areas, just not submissive all across the board like you want it? Now, is there a give and take, or is this straight submissive, or you out of here?
I don't pick and choose times. Again, I'm on a football team. I don't pick and choose what times I'm going to listen to the captain.
All
right. So
I don't pick and choose. When the captain of the team says, "Hey, we're going to do."
I have no more questions. I have no more questions.
All right, so the question I had off of that, say you put a plan into place. She got different suggestions. She don't totally agree. She got different suggestions. Are you going to listen to her? Or you just like, nah, listen to what I said. This is how it's going to go. This is what I want to know. Like, do you give the woman her due?
Let's not make this the Malcolm show. All right.
Yes, the Malcolm show.
In general terms. All right. in general terms.
Yeah.
What the man says, this is the way it's gonna go.
No, so if they got an idea plan, you ain't listening to it. Like I said this, I put this in place. Let's go that way.
When you choose to be with a man, that's what you're choosing.
Well,
so don't choose that if that's not the program that you want to be on as a female.
Yeah,
let me choose that man. Choose a man that's
respond
along the lines with that you're trying to go into.
Let me respond to Coop. I think it's not that you don't listen to her, but it goes back to my statement before. And I got that statement from an elder years back that if she has faith in your ability to lead, there's not a lot of questioning because she's trusting your plan. If you give her a reason through default consistently,
wow.
Now she has the right to question because you faltered and failed on so many different levels,
so
many different times.
Okay.
If you a person who don't execute and don't fall through, then yes, she needs to question because, to be honest, she's going to be the safety net.
Yeah, exactly.
But who doesn't fail though?
Always the backbone.
The man. If he's faltered and failed consistently,
I'm saying who doesn't fail in life though? Who doesn't fail in life?
People fail.
Some of us are so used to women. Some of us have become so used to women questioning us, it's become natural. It's like, well, where's a woman that's not going to question you? They're out there, bro.
Let me just say this.
But you have to do what you have to do as a man and all that. But
let me say this. I've been quiet for a while. Let me say this. Now, from what I've heard from OG is when you're in your 20s, you're supposed to be, relationships should not be on your mind. You should supposed to be getting your career in order, getting your cake up, getting your bag up. In your 30s, that's when you're able to say, hey, it's about time for me to start looking to a relationship. Whenever you get your stuff together. And yeah, okay.
As a man, yes.
You meet a woman, you don't go live with her, you bring the woman to your house, she's supposed to be your helpmate. Now, what a helpmate is your advisor. A helpmate is someone that's going to ride with your plan. But don't think that the helpmate doesn't have a say in your plan.
Yeah.
The helpmate is going to be your advisor. So whatever your plan,
like a consigliere.
Yeah, like a consigliere. Yeah. So the plan is, even though, hey, this is what we're doing. How about this, though? This is what the captain has agreed on after he's consulted with consigliere because she's going to be on the boat, too. So then you move along and everyone plays their position. Yeah. But you're not partners in it. It's never been a partnership. It's never been a partnership. It's you shouldn't have a woman to make you better. You should already be better before you get into a relationship. That's what we're missing. I think that's what we're missing.
Some of us, granted, a lot of black men don't know how to lead. Everybody's not a leader just because you're a man. Some of us ain't leaders. Some of us probably need women to follow. You know what I'm saying? But when you're dealing with me, I'm a leader, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's not only something that I was born with, but it's something I've studied. You know what I mean? I've learned throughout my life. I've had to learn. You got to learn how to be a leader by learning to follow. You know what I mean? That's a significant part of leadership. So you have to learn to follow first. You can't, there's nobody that shows up to a team and you're just the captain from day one. That's not how that works. Yeah. You know what I mean? So this is something from men that is a learned thing, how to be a leader. And some of us never learn. You know what I mean? Some dudes, yeah, I agree. Some dudes, women never follow those dudes, yo. Don't ever follow certain kinds of guys, yo. You know what I mean? Because they're just not leaders. They're just not equipped for it. But there are men that are equipped to handle that. And that's listen, I'm not talking specifically to anybody on this panel. You judge that for yourself. But for me,
I got the chat. A couple, that blessed girl, thanks for tuning in. The blessed girl says she has to have faith in you, keeping your word. When a woman is the backbone. Also, Tiffany Beautiful Me said the captain does not have full knowledge of everything aspects of the team. Going back to the football analogy.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that. Listen, well, I mean, you were both in the military, bro. Yeah. The CO know everything about everybody? No, of course
I'm listening to the NCO before I am the butter bar. Or
you got people that you have to listen to. But the bottom line is the CO makes the final say, the final decision, and that plan is carried out by everybody, unquestioned.
Yeah, and that's the thing about being a man. That decision has to be made by one, And whatever that decision is, everybody falls in line.
That's
where the man comes in. I will say this on the defense of the sisters, that women have a uncanny ability to see things that you can't. That's why it's always good to check with them to see.
I think women mature faster than we do. They get smarter. And at 22 and 22, this is why women reach up. Is because honestly, at 22, I couldn't deal with a 22-year-old woman. Why? Because they are much more mature than I was. And this is me speaking personally now. This is become the Malcolm show. Me speaking personally about myself, at 22, I wasn't equipped to handle a 22-year-old.
Absolutely not. Yeah, I shouldn't have.
You know what I'm saying? At 32, I was probably a little bit better equipped. You know what I'm saying? To handle a 22-year-old woman. But at 22, hell no. I just wasn't. I wasn't ready.
And I didn't follow that either. You know, by the way, I had kids 26, so I didn't follow that blueprint as well. Shout out to Black Mav in the chat. Thanks for joining us. So yeah, man. So we're on that, and with that, I wanna does anyone have anything to add? Because I do want to add this next topic. I think it's very important. I think it kind of goes along with what we're talking about.
I like to add something. I think one of the things we left out is the fact that African Americans in Western society, we are a product of something. So we're kind of like damaged goods. We have issues post-slavery, and we have to keep that in perspective. The bottom line is, we're all acting on a program that's not ours. And the fact of the matter that you have women who are being raised and they're not getting those important principles passed down to them like they should. They're growing up in homes where moms are young. They're not teaching them how to cook. They didn't grow up in a household where there was a man that they respected. So you're getting a woman who's coming from a framework that's not even conducive to be a wife. That's a big thing here in this country. So we're dealing with something that is not right going into it. You're dealing with men that are not right going into it. So you got these two parts that are trying to figure this shit out as they go. That in itself is a struggle, and it's a lot of pain and a level of suffering. Thus, you have all these calamities that we talk about on the show, as far as child support and moms not letting dudes see their kids, and people fighting, and the money's not right, and just all sorts of shit. All this shit stems from our trauma. Bottom line, I understand what Malcolm is saying about when you go to another culture, there's just certain things that if you have a choice, which we all do, you don't have to deal with that when it comes to a mate. That's not to say you're not going to have challenges, because there's challenges in every relationship. But I think when you go to other cultures, there's certain things that you're just not going to have to deal with when it comes to your woman, because they don't come up in that environment. They're raising women to be wives. They come in with a framework of family, cooking, this and that. So there's not a lot of resistance when it comes to day-to-day living in your kingdom. So I get
just so broken here in America that we just accepted that that's just the way it is. You know what I mean?
Survival too, man. Survival.
Good luck with your search. That's all I'm gonna say. Good luck with your search.
Well said, Dre. I want to move to the next subject real quick, and I just want this is got to do with that four-letter word we call love. Do we use it? What is our definition of love, and do we throw it around too much? Do we mean it? Do we mean it when we say love? And what is love? What is love to you guys?
Respect.
That's a generic word these days.
Love is respect.
People love material things. You can't love something physical and material the same way.
But then you gotta look at the difference. What is love and what is infatuation? Sometimes the sex can be good and you infatuated, but you think you love.
Man,
I didn't have KRS-One song.
I know people that have used love when it's all lust.
Love, What's the difference between infatuation and love?
I think the word in itself is
it's just respect, man. It's just plain out respect. That's what love is. It's respect, man. Respect for all living things. That's what love is. We took it to emotional. We put too much emotional content on it, to like our attachments. But really, it's just respecting people, respecting your kids, respecting, just having respect and respect for others, and respecting the person with you. And, that is just real deep desired respect. If you respect, then things flow lovely. And you can add on to that, whatever you want to add on. That's what love is.
Yeah, that's true. But what is infatuation? We got to break that down.
Infatuation is fucking ice cream, nigga.
Okay.
When you obsessed, nigga. When you obsessed with something, nigga.
Ice cream.
Took control over your mind, nigga.
So Rick, you saying that's infatuation? Like we obsessed with some shit. You saying
about good pussy, that pussy that you can't just seem to run away from?
So that's
you gotta watch that word though, man. They're gonna
and they ain't gonna do that.
Hey, that's
when you see the C word.
Say nothing bad.
Yeah,
oh no, I'm just saying like because they might be censor us and shit. You know how that go.
BG in the chat.
I mean, we all had that chick that, you know, we knew it wasn't love, but you know, it's something kept us going back to it.
Absolutely.
That would be, I would say, infatuation is the attraction, just the sexual chemistry. But you beyond that, you know, you don't have anything else.
Yeah.
Let me ask the panel this: how many times have we told a female that we loved her because that's what we thought she wanted to hear, but we don't.
We didn't really
threw it out there to basically seal the deal and to maybe have her as, you know what I'm saying, be exclusive with her or get what you're trying to get, and you throw that love word around. You know, how many times we've done that? And we did.
I've never done that.
But even dealing with a woman, sometimes she might meet a dude, he dick her down. He just fucking the shit out of her. She thinks it's love, but it ain't fucking love. She just in love with the dick. So
those are carnal desires, man. You are filling your carnal desires. It has nothing to do with. Well, first of all, going back to the word love, love is a concept taught to us. And within that concept, they teach us that we should operate within these confines of how society deems it's supposed to be administered. The best, when you can't describe something, look at nature. This is my analogy for love.
Okay, well, that's with Malcolm then.
When you look at nature, right? It's a form of unconditional love, which is the highest form of love. And a lot of people on this panel never really practice unconditional love unless it's with their children, right? Because it's not based on any conditions. It's not based on any conditions when you're dealing with your kids, right?
Right. Clap it up for this, bro, man. Clap for that. Throw the clap sounds in there, man. I got you continue, but I just need to hear some clapping sounds.
But when you look at nature, we down here on this planet, we wilding out. We got, you know, bombs dropping on countries, people chopping heads off. We're just doing all types of foul shit down here, right? But yet and still, we wake up and the sun is shining. We still get rain. We got proper food and vegetation. We got everything we need to sustain life down here unconditionally. So universally, when they use terms like Mother Nature, from a mom aspect, we have a form of unconditional love because it consistently gives us no matter what the fuck we do down here. Because if there was a God somewhere, we should have wiped us out a long time ago because we all the way out of control. This shit is out of control. So what I'm saying is love to me is something that's beyond concept, that if you can really give a level of devotion to a person that's not based on conditions, that's what I would call love. And I don't even like using that word. But for the sake of conversation, let's just say if you can give selflessly to something, that's the highest form of adorations, as some of the elders call it, when you adore something.
I think the key word in there too is without condition, because you put conditions on love, like, hey, you got to do this, and
exactly,
love, it's not love.
So
that's not what that is. Love,
yeah, but some conditions get
compromised at some point.
Even if a girl turned around and walked, if I loved the girl and she turned around and walked out on me, you know what I'm saying, left me high and dry, I still love her. You know what I mean? Because my love is without condition. So that's the key. I just wanted to.
And that's some serious.
Can love turn to hate though, like that? Say she walked out on you and she left you high and dry. You love her still. Don't that love wouldn't that convert over to hate?
We still using that. We still using that word
again. You putting conditions on that.
Yeah, that's a condition.
I'm just asking the question, but I get it though.
But the sense that Dre was speaking on is unconditional.
Over yourself. When you put it over yourself,
I don't think you can.
Black man,
that's selfless. That's selfless.
Is unconditional.
Selfless love, unconditional. Because
it's selfless. It's selfless.
I love you, no matter.
I think it sounds childish, to be honest with you. It sounds childish to me now that I'm older. And I love you.
How many times have you used love back in the 90s, bro? It didn't mean
a lot.
There we go.
No, but
I would say it didn't mean the actual love. It wasn't love.
It wasn't love. It was a concept. It was just,
It was infatuation.
Right. There's a word, man. People just use the word in like just like this country, the same thing. God, God bless America, everybody. You know what I mean? Like everybody, it's like more just
words.
It's a booby trap.
It's tricky.
It's just words people say. I see
the English language is very tricky. It's set up that way. The English language is very tricky. Certain words have double meanings. Certain words are spelled the same, mean different stuff. So it's a tricky language, and if you don't decipher it, you can get caught up in a lot of shit.
No doubt.
You can get mixed up in a lot of shit.
Niggas love money. Has no meaning to it really at all. It's the fabrication, but people in love with the fabrication.
I don't know that you can love money.
People do love money. That's all you talking about.
You can't love money. You can't love no car. You can love the earth. You can love yourself.
Cars, baby. I love cars.
You can love yourself. Nah, you like cars, nigga.
Nah, I love cars, baby. I'll take a car of a woman any day of the week, dog.
That don't make it love. That don't make it love, though, nigga. Just because you'll take it over that.
It just means whatever Pop wanted to mean.
I know. I gotta entertain him for a second.
True.
And we didn't have no Rick's Pot interaction.
No, Pot ain't really say nothing.
Yeah.
Pot ain't really say too much today.
Hey, straight
nah,
up.
because I really don't care about the love thing and in the marriage stuff. That stuff means nothing to me. I just really just deal with respect.
Why doesn't it? Can you break it
I'm
down?
the only single person up here, bro. You know.
I'm with you on that.
Married, single, though. What you mean by that, Pop?
Well,
I mean, not married.
Like I said, dog, it's like we waste our whole lives with this dream, man. Like, but once you get there, to me, it's more like you're inviting yourself into a prison. You know what I mean? Like one woman. Well, relationship, it's a young thing. The only reason why we do it because we thinking with our.
But that's you. If you choose one woman, that's you. You can choose 2, 3, 4. You just gotta find that dynamic.
That's a broken man from this.
No, it's not a broken man because I don't need a woman by my side. I love women, but I don't want one by my side. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I don't need a woman.
You don't want to help me?
Huh?
Somebody to help you achieve.
No, I don't want no woman, man. I do too many things without a woman, man. I don't need nobody helping me. I get to my highest levels by myself. I don't need nobody helping me, man.
Yet you got 4 babies, so you did need help, nigga.
We all need a woman in our life.
We were designed to have a help.
And it doesn't have to be a woman in a mate perspective.
That's the only woman that ever
She's a
helped me is
woman.
my mother.
She's a woman.
I said my mother, that's the only woman, but we talk about marriage.
She's still a woman. She's still a woman.
Yeah, but I understand. I just said that. I know she's a woman, but I'm just saying we're talking about. I said I still don't even need. I never needed her either, though, to be honest with you. But I'm just saying.
Come on. How was you born? How was you born?
I was about to get to that. You know what I mean?
Ladies and gentlemen, Pot does not mean what he just said.
Potty. Your moms has been a moms to everybody on the panel. I don't know about Malcolm, but she done been all of our moms.
I'm just cool.
Oh, for real?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So.
I'm talking about as a grown man. I really never needed anybody.
You have a grown man. Come on, bro.
I'm talking about, man. I'm not talking about when I was a kid. Yeah, you need somebody that to guide you through when you're a kid. Yeah, I'm just talking about now as a man. I just don't need a mate there in my face or doing everything.
That's where Pot is. That's where Pot. So there's 3 levels.
I'm just trying to understand why. That's all.
There's 3 levels of dependence.
I would rather do recreational things, dog. I like I would rather do recreational.
What if you had a mate that would do those things with you and
I don't want no mate, man. Man. You know how many women in this world, man? You think I'm worried about one woman? You know,
it don't have to be one. Nobody's saying one woman.
No. I'm just saying. Okay. What I'm saying is, when I'm on my mission, wherever I'm going, when I'm walking through the valley of death, whatever you want to call it.
He's a loner.
If I come across a nice, beautiful woman, I'll take advantage of the situation, but I'll be on my way back on that path. I'm not looking to
I can respect that. Potty's a nomad. He's a nomad.
Yeah, he's on an independent level. There's
need an RV, man, and a passport.
Three levels of dependence, bro. There's dependence where you're totally dependent as a baby. You cannot fend for yourself at all. You totally need somebody to fend for you. There's independence, which is the level where most of us achieve to, which is where you don't need anybody. You can pretty much get food, clothing, and shelter for yourself. Then there's the final level, which is interdependence. Right. That's the level where you realize that not only do I just need myself to be successful, I want all of us to be successful.
That's true.
I
That's
actually
nice.
need for
like
all
that.
of us to succeed.
Tiffany, beautiful me, please explain why you said wow. I would like to know why you said wow. Please, if you can, go ahead and start typing, please. I'm very curious why she said wow.
Interdependence, which is a level that most people don't even achieve to, because most people don't even consider it.
Yeah, probably need an RV.
We need more than just ourselves to succeed in life. You know what I mean? We desire for more than just ourselves. That's the level Potty hasn't really reached that.
Right. Where I'm at it with my marriage, if this don't work out, then I'll never get married again. I'm not going. I can't go through that again.
Why would you want to get married anyway, man? It's fabricated. Like I said, it's just fabricated.
Well, he's already married, bro. It's a little too late.
Yeah,
it's too late to rethink that.
When I say marriage,
he's a happily married man.
Hey, Pot, RTOs in chat say you're gonna need a soulmate when you get to be 700 years old.
Yeah, actually, like I said, I'm here to explore. I'm not here to be under a rock. I'm here to explore the world. I'm here to explore.
You're gonna need somebody, man, when you get up in age.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't believe in that system, man. I just don't believe in that system, man.
That's because you always been in them relationships, nigga. Now
you have been in some relationships, bro.
I had experience to know the reason why they didn't work, because I really never wanted them, dog. That's what you don't understand.
You want them, nigga. You said
did want them.
Because you fucked them up, nigga. You fucked them up. That's why you don't want another one, nigga.
Thank you, Rich. Boy,
I'm just saying,
I didn't see some
when
saying.
you try to be something that you're not is very challenging. Like you try to be the things I really never do. I discovered the way I was and the reason why I was a certain way in those relationships, why they didn't work, because deep down inside,
that wasn't
I
you.
never really wanted it.
I get what he's saying. I get what he's saying.
At the same time, you wasn't being truthful, man. You gotta live that truth. It's hard to. I mean, I ain't. You gotta live your truth, and you gotta let these people know, man.
And I guess that's where Pot is at now. He's living his truth. So
yeah, and pretty much that's where I'm at now. I'm at the point where I gotta tell the truth about everything, or else I'm not gonna be in my truth.
What about sex?
I could dig that. I could dig that.
I said sex is recreational for me, right? I said I like that, and like if that's like me going to go to a football game. It's entertainment. I see it as an entertainment, like an experience.
Yo, what is that saying you had? Because my daughter bought a shirt machine. I'm gonna get that shit. What you said? Just entertain me. What the fuck is that?
Yeah, I said I'm looking for it. I said something.
Yo, I'm gonna tell her because she told me I'm gonna make you a shirt, Dad. Yo, what is the shirt?
I'm here for the entertainment only.
Hey, why?
Hey, Pot, I do got a question. I got to ask Pot. Hey, so Pot, so when you have sex with a woman, you don't have no feelings out of it. You just get what you need, you're out.
No, I have feelings. That's what I'm saying. You can love and care on a respectful level. I enjoy the moment. I respect the person with me.
Do you have mental sex? Do you have mental sex, mind sex?
Yeah, that's a good question, Ray. Hell yeah.
No, like I said, man, but you don't have to be attached to a person to love them. You don't have to be attached to have good sex.
But you wouldn't have to. You want to know somebody where you can have that mind sex. You don't. That doesn't.
Yeah, well, that takes time if you're having sex with different.
Exactly. But you want to the next, to the next, to the next. I'm saying you don't want. It is okay. Yeah. I'm not saying nothing wrong with it.
Pot, are you in a relationship now?
Don't ask me stupid.
The panel wants to know you're in a relationship now, man. Are you in a relationship?
Hey,
I don't like to put my relationship out there, but I'm not. I'm at it. We on a respectful level. You know what I mean? Like I'm not the type of person that want to go around and sleep. If I tell a woman that I'm with her, then I'm not gonna go around but I do tell the truth.
Yeah, that's all you can do, man. Tell her. That's all you can do.
Right. We are at a truth. She knows. She knows what I want out of her and what it's all she accepts.
That's all you can do, man. As a man, that's all you can do.
And you're out here cheating.
And when two people
podcast, but what we saw earlier, you have to set all that up front. If you're gonna be this way, as far as submissiveness and everything, set up front.
Yeah, you should be having these kind of conversations.
I do find a woman like say if I did fall in love. Hold up, if I did, the only woman I really believe this is the type of woman that I don't even know if it really is though. But to hold my interest in her, she probably might have to be a martial artist or somebody that work on cars. We do all that. That's probably the only possible chance that I probably want to be
That's
with
compatibility,
her.
man. That's compatibility.
I don't know if you're gonna get both.
But I'm talking about she's gonna have to be at a spar too, not just like
okay. That's compatibility.
Yeah, you can make them.
Probably live with that. Like I could live with those things. Like if she can't do that, then I really have no use.
All right.
Hey, man.
Hey, Aaron.
Hold on 1 sec. Mav from the chat says many women do see sex for the procreation aspect once a relationship is established. That kills most relationships before they grow legs. That's facts. Sorry.
Say it again.
He said many women do see sex for the procreation aspect once a relationship is established.
I've
that
heard
kills
this before.
most relationships
I've
before
heard
they grow
women.
legs.
I've heard women say that that they would the person they'll be with a mate and they love their mate or whatever for the things they provide, but when it comes to like sex, they have like a fuck boy or something on the side which they choose for sex.
Yeah, they want babies by certain people. It's like it's weird.
I've heard women say that before, which I think is beyond fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
Women love to chase. Women love to chase.
They chase for the better life. And
we
get the best deal.
But even coming up younger, it's like I don't know. For me, it's like everybody wanted a baby. Like and I'm glad I wore my condoms or whatever. Right. But it's like everybody I came across wanted to have a baby. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's
well, there's a saying that women should marry young and men
they wanted a tall kid.
Marry older.
That's what I'm thinking.
I think that's a natural progression of life. You know, women are at their maximum level of, let's say, beauty. Okay, in their 20s.
Man, we short right now.
Time when they should marry.
Oh, word is bomb.
Yeah. That's when they can get the best outcome possible. When they're in their 20s. Now remember, a 25-year-old woman can marry a 48-year-old man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's true.
A lot of African cultures, the older men marry younger women.
Yeah, that's how it should be. That's the way it should be.
Jay, what you saying to me earlier, bro?
I think it should be.
Young thing, PYT.
Yeah,
they mature. Remember, they mature faster than we.
And they're able to score.
I ain't got no problem with it. I don't have no problem with it.
Hey, me neither, man. Hey,
it takes us longer to
you gotta compensate the age with the money. Hey, that bounces out.
That's what I'm saying. It takes us longer to get that. You know,
just know when you go get some money from his sugar daddy, don't know he took that Viagra and he ain't gonna get no money off of him in the whole ass. You're gonna have to stay and pay the cost. Old dude and took a whole bucket
I'm not speaking on sexual stuff here. I'm speaking simply marriage or dating.
OG took that Levitra on you. You come pick that money up to pay your rent. Like, man, hold on, I got took
man,
Viagra.
You already got an image, man. You already got an image, man. Your image is already out there, man.
So, but the truth is, man, we're just going into a new time, and it's a natural order how we can switch up our lifestyles. You know what I mean? Like things are just changing. You know what I mean? Like women are evolving to something different, and we are evolving into something.
That's how I feel. I feel this.
They don't always have to be. Let's get married and jump in the ocean and die together. It just doesn't have to be like that.
A lot of them want that open relationship shit. So yeah, it's changing.
I think that too. I think traditional family values is not the same anymore, man. Just like I feel like
I'm not with that traditional shit no more. Yeah, I'm not. I got my own way, my own thing. Yeah,
That's funny. That's funny y'all say that because I've been kind of saying this and championing this for a minute that we're in a phase right now where all these other, I'm gonna call them subgroups in society, they're taking their free will and they're fashioning and structuring the type of relationships that they want, and they don't give a fuck about who think about it. If they like it, they don't care. They're being very proactive about their view and their position in this new, let's just say new age, because we went into a new age with Aquarius. We're the only ones who's still trying to fit into an old mold of taking the you remember those little balls with the shapes on it? And you put the circle in the circle. Yeah. We still trying to put the goddamn star in the damn square one, and the shit don't fit.
Don't fit.
So right now is a critical time for us to reevaluate, because we have the opportunity now and come up with what works, not with what somebody think we should be doing.
Be free.
What works, and we can't be afraid to have those taboo discussions. If you want to have a relationship where there's 3 people, cool, fine. If you want to have a relationship where you want 3 wives, 4 wives, have that discussion. We're at the cusp of this right now.
Okay, man, how you feel about that? I'm coming in.
Well, I feel that what was
be free, man.
There's a lot to what Dre just said there, but I mean, what's going on right now to me is not working.
It's not. It's not working.
It's not working. So it's not what's going on right now. It's something else.
Yeah, because a lot of people like you said
right now is order.
There's no system no more. Just do what you want to do.
We don't want a system, right? We don't want a system, right? We tired of being slaves, right?
I think there has to be something.
Amongst the people, be honest about it. That's the real shit.
Amongst the people involved, there should be some order. Amongst the people involved, all the outside noise
and respect.
Yeah, I can agree.
You put respect in there, you'll be surprised how much stuff changes if you put respect in that.
You can't. Nothing can exist without respect, though.
Right.
That's the foundation, man. It's got to be the foundation.
Respect.
Just think about if you did have a lot of wives, though. Just think about if you had like 10 wives and they all had a job and everything, and your whole thing was to take care of the foundation and the kids.
I don't know. I can take care of 10 women.
That's a little lot for me.
Yeah. I ain't able to do that.
But lions do it all day.
But
they stay there all day.
I can do about 3 max.
Yeah, I think a couple.
3 is a really comfort zone. But you got cats. And we're going to go to other countries who have the means and the finances to have 10 wives. It's not a problem.
Yeah.
That's usually the Muslim.
And it's not a game. It's not a game. Like, you really got to be on your shit and have something to sustain this type of situation. You just can't look at it.
We were created as men. We were created. That's how it was.
Yeah.
You can have as many wives as you can handle.
Hell yeah, you can have planets, stars.
This is a fairly new thing for men to be one man and one woman. That's a fairly new thing.
Huh?
You don't need no 10 wives. You don't need 3. You don't need none of them. So you're
right. You're right about that too, brother. You right about that too.
You'll jump on 3 wives in a heartbeat.
And then it was only the strong men.
You already know, man.
Only the strongest men get women. Like if you were a weak man, you didn't get shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Pac can be like, yo, they all
That's really where we
same
should
thing.
go back to. That's really where we should take it back.
Yeah.
True.
So
I wish you know what though, man? I just wish we're doing the wrong job as a man. I wish I was just doing, this is a station. Yeah,
I wish.
I just wish I was just doing porn or something, dog. I'd rather do porn, man.
I'll just say you wish. Don't wish, man.
Hey, go sign up. I'm sure they got places.
Yeah, don't wish, bro.
Hey, I got Booker T's phone number.
Malcolm,
men don't wish, bro.
Let them come out there with you and stay for a while.
Sign up, man.
Malcolm, I know you're gonna say no, but I need your extra room for something.
Yeah,
I gotta make a demo.
Malcolm, let them come out there with
audition tape.
I'm married though.
Pot say that, but that shit would be short lived. He'll get burnt out from that shit.
No, man. The more women, the stronger you get, bro.
You can have a lot of women, but I'm just saying, like,
you got men standing around with mics and cameras and shit, man. All that shit
bro.
Me up, man.
I don't like no man in my fortress, so it got to be a woman.
Same
hold on. You understand that most male porn. Guys, you don't make money from the man on woman porn, so most a lot of the male performers have to do male on male porn to make money.
Job, dog. It's a good job.
But yeah, they make more money. But,
so they have to do male to male porn. So you cool with that, Pop?
Oh, that's gross.
Yeah, male to male.
And keep in mind, we're speaking from.
Just throw that away.
We're speaking from a parameter of a society that tells us we're not supposed to have more than one. If we did not live in a society like that, this discussion wouldn't even be going on.
Well, it would be the norm.
It would be totally different.
Yep.
It wouldn't even be something that we would be pushing the envelope about. So
niggas be trading wives out this motherfucker. Motherfuckers be trading wives.
They doing that now, nigga. They doing that now, nigga. It's a whole underworld, man.
Spit, if you will. I'm good.
Underground network, man.
Yo, the dark web. Face ass.
Yeah.
Nah, you ain't even gotta get on the dark web, nigga. It's a whole underground network. You just gotta know where
Van Nuys, Pot. That's one-way ticket to Van Nuys, Cali. That's where the Vivid Entertainment's located.
So it's all about living your truth, man. I mean, if that's how you want to live, if you want 3 wives, don't look at it as, Well, first you can't care about what people think. Number one, you can't give a fuck about nothing about society. Number two, there are women out there who are going to say yes to your situation.
Oh, yeah.
You just got to be man enough to go and put in the work to find them.
Right. And to show them a picture or show them some system that they would love to be a part of.
Exactly.
There's already men that women would say yes to that. The men at the top of the totem pole, they have
Floyd.
number.
Floyd, for instance, Floyd always got women around him. I think he keep like 10 women.
Any man that's at the top, at the apex, bro, they all have that.
Damn, man,
I would say you ain't necessarily got to be at the apex, man.
You don't have to be at the apex, but the options decrease. The lower the totem pole you are, lower your options. The more your options.
I get what you're saying. You can do more if you really. I get what you're saying.
But the ones at the top of the totem pole have their pick, bro. They have their pick of the litter.
But if you smart,
men, we are judged each other by where we are in the totem pole, bro. We measure each other by where we rank on that totem pole.
But you gotta understand, you can make that.
Do that though. I've known motherfuckers just spend game, no money, and get that.
That's what I'm saying. It's all on how you move, man.
That trickery can work on some women. It's not gonna work on all women.
It necessarily gotta be trickery.
But you rely on.
It's depends on how you move.
A con artist and shit, you know what I mean?
You don't have to do that. On how you move.
If that's what you got,
all Kirby vacuum cleaners, man.
But the guys at the top, understand what I'm saying though. The guys at the top of the totem pole don't have to have game. They don't have to have anything, bro. They're just at the top of the totem pole. They're the apex predators, bro. They don't have to have any
money,
of that.
though? Like, what are you talking about? Just money and status?
Well, we're as men, we're compared.
Got mad women, yo. That's
not. We are compared by our ability.
Let him finish. Let him finish his statement.
Yeah, let him get it.
We're compared as men. We're compared by our ability to provide
shit.
And our ability to protect, our physical prowess and our stature monetarily. That's how we're judged.
Yeah.
Like it or not, that's how men are judged. Yo.
Yeah, but
you let society mold you into something that you don't have to be though. There's always other
society mold me into anything. That's how you're judged, bro. You're not in control of how you're judged. You're in control of what you do, but you're not in control of how you're judged, bro.
We don't care how we judge, though. We
you should care about what you want to care about. That's up to you. I don't give a fuck. I'm just saying that's how you're judged as a man. As a woman, they're judged by their beauty.
I think
you can give a fuck or you can't. I guess what you're doing as a female before you go out. You're fucking putting on makeup. You're getting pretty. You're doing everything you need to do. You spend 2 hours in that fucking mirror before you go out the house as a woman.
You know what?
Because they know. As a man, what are we doing? We're buying cars.
One at a time.
We're buying cars. We're buying jewelry. We're doing all. We're buying drinks for chicks. We're doing all that shit to show, hey, we're going to the fucking gym. We're working out. We're doing all that shit to show, hey, look at me. Look at my physical stature. Look at how much money I make.
Everybody's not moving like that, though, Smooth.
But that's how you're judged. I don't care how you're moving.
How you're judged. It depends on how you move. I agree with Rick's on that. You got some broke motherfuckers. A lot of women, broke as hell. But they got a lot of females. And females get them money.
Yeah, that's what I said. You can build a castle just with the
how
right
you move.
There's something there.
But guess what? Ain't nobody just broke getting more women than the motherfuckers at the top of the totem pole.
You're talking about more. But I'm talking about women that get, niggas that get women and don't got all that.
Hey, hold on for a minute. I think there's something wrong there with the woman as far as how, the same thing we look at a hooker and a pimp being able to control her mind and her body, which, the mind is more valuable than the body because if you control the mind, the body's going to follow. So if you got a dude that ain't got nothing and he got about 3 or 4 women doing shit for him, man, there's something broken there.
Who wants those women? Who wants those kind of women?
Nobody wants those kind of women. That's just pure dominance, man. What you talking about, man?
The dudes at the top of the totem pole get the top pick of the most beautiful, gorgeous fucking women. They have their there's no disputing that, bro. This is an actual fact. There's no disputing that. Dudes at the top, the apex predators, have their pick.
So me being at the bottom, I don't have a pick.
I don't know where you rank at, bro. It's not for me to determine.
For sake of argument, if I'm at the bottom, I can't. I'm lost. I don't get no bitch.
You don't get shit, dog. You don't get nothing. Bro.
I don't know. Let's look at the people at the bottom. Let's look at the bums on the street.
You say, hold on. You say
look at the bums on. That's who I consider at the
I can't get a quality woman. I can't get a quality woman because I'm not at the tippy top. Is that what we saying?
I'm talking about
actually the high quality.
I don't know. That's what I said.
I'm trying to figure out. I'm just trying to figure out what you're saying.
Let me be clear. Guys at the top, the apex predators, have their pick of whoever the fuck they want.
Well,
they do have a selection.
Be clear when I say what I'm saying.
Hey, I can't agree.
Guys at the top of the totem pole have their pick of whoever the fuck they want.
Nah, I disagree. I agree with that, but I'll say this. I've been at the bottom. I pulled some stuff and I shouldn't have pulled in. I'm just gonna say that now. I done pulled some shit now that I ain't nowhere near had the motherfucker at that time.
All right, well, let me ask you this.
I don't think that's out of range.
Has a broke motherfucker ever went to Atlantic City and hit fucking 21 on blackjack or whatever?
What the fuck they got to do with women?
Has that happened before?
That's not a good example.
That's exactly the same thing he just said, yo. That's exactly the same thing he just said, yo.
Hey, wifey just said that. Said, how all these men in prison get all these women?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Once again, has a broke motherfucker ever come and hit 21 on blackjack, bro? Yeah, of course it's happened.
I'm pretty sure he has. Yeah.
I deal with the rule here, not the exception, bro.
Not every now and then.
I deal with the rule. I don't deal with the exception, bro.
I deal with life in my experience.
I deal with the rule.
Thank you, Tiffany.
Man, I'm the Black Sir Lancelot.
When you got 18, do you hit on 18? Do you hit on 18?
What are you talking about?
I'm confused now.
I never hit on 18, bro.
To women, I'm confused.
I deal with the rule. I don't deal with the exception.
The rule, that's what I'm
hit
saying.
21 or 18? Sure you can, but I'll never hit on 18, nigga. I'll never do it. Because I deal with the rule, not the exception.
I
think 90%.
Go ahead, Dre. Hold on, guys. We're talking over each
I
other.
think 90% of how you're going to affect a woman is going to be psychology. And if you're good on affecting her on the level that money can't even affect, then you the man. I'm speaking for me. I'm speaking for me. I'm speaking for me.
Apex guys have the pick, their pick of whatever woman they want. That's indisputable.
You ever heard of a story where the rich guy has the rich wife, but the rich wife sneaks off to be with the low level dude?
I see movies like that all the time.
Because he's
movies and fairy tales and shit.
No, that's real. That's real. Exactly. Because he's affecting her
all the time. But who said something about Floyd Mayweather earlier?
Yeah,
I said Floyd keep a group of girls around him everywhere he goes. Training
I can't get them chicks. I can maybe pull one of them chicks. You know what I mean? Maybe if I work extra hard at it, I can maybe get to one of them. But I'm not gonna be able to get to all of the ones he got and all the ones he has access to, whether he wants them or not. I can't do it, bro.
Malcolm. Hold on,
I cannot reach that level.
Hold on, guys.
Neither can none of y'all.
Go Pot.
Like it or not, that's how it is, bro.
He wherever he goes,
he ain't gotta like it, but that's life. That's how it is.
Shopping, training. These women are out in the back watching him train and everything. He like living a star life. You know, he funny as hell with that. But yeah, man, he keep a lot of women around him. A lot of women. A lot of nice.
Now, show me that. Show me the broke motherfucker that moves like that.
The women getting paid though, man. I ain't gotta pay nobody. I
don't give a fuck what the circumstances are. That's it. We got what he got.
You talking from
I got what I got.
A bit of
like it or not, that's what it is, bro.
Well, it depends what kind of
level you
like the shit about. Honestly, you gotta look at
that's your experience, man. I don't know your experience.
Okay, well then show me you like Floyd, bro. Show me all the women you got that's like Floyd every day where you walk around and you got your.
I ain't gotta show me that shit. I ain't got shit to prove.
Yeah, because you can't.
Nigga, I guarantee.
Like it or not, you can't.
I guarantee. I done played more shit than you, Smooth. Let's not go there.
I'm not Floyd Mayweather.
I guarantee I done made more moves than you had. Let's not go there.
Hey, I'm not Floyd Mayweather.
Let's not go there.
Maybe you're higher on the totem pole than me, but ain't none of us higher on the totem pole. Ain't none of us pulling more than him.
Totem pole, nigga. I'm low on the totem pole, nigga.
I don't know where you rank at on the totem pole. I'm not here to judge you. I don't give a shit.
I'm telling you.
I think it boils down to the game.
That's cool.
That's
I'm fine with my position on the totem pole. And I'm gonna work to get higher, but I'm just saying,
coming from a better place.
not at the top of the totem pole. I wish I was.
Speaking from a better place, like can't nobody else
that's gonna
get what the people at the apex got.
We're gonna go ahead and shut it down this week. Like to thank everybody for coming out. Straight Up Podcast, episode 10. Like to thank the panel: Lawrence Howard, Jersey Sun, See Me Hustle, Kareem Coop, Brother Ani. Thank you in the chat. That Bliss Girl, RTO Beats, See Me Hustle, Black Mav, Mother, Tiffany, Beautifully Me, DJ Records always. Please Please like, subscribe. Please share this post. Share this post. That's our chant. Check us out on Facebook as well. It's on Facebook. Please share as well. Check us out on the playback as well. I'd like to thank Pop Bush, our sponsor, as well. Thank everyone for tuning in. Thank you for all the new support. Please continue to support. Check us out next week for episode 12. Straight Up Podcast. 1:30. For those of you who want to listen to some music, we're on at 1:30 playing a premix of music. And 2 p.m. we will start on the dot talking our stuff. Once again, like to say peace on 3. 1, 2, 3. Hey!
Ice cream, apple, jungle fruit.
Come on, man. Come on.
Oh, yeah. Got it, Drake. Go check out Brother Ani on the PDI podcast, correct? Oh, yeah. You got it, Dre. Your plug time, brother.
I'm gonna need you to plug me next time, man.
All right, we'll get plugged. I didn't see it until late, bro.
Now, I put it in there early, but yeah, man. Just come check us out on POD Podcast. You know, we got a lot of good topics. And Brainwashed on Heavy. We got a lot of good topics on those podcasts too, so come check us out. And my man Wide gonna throw them in the chat.
Absolutely.
We'll do it like that.
We got you. It will be in the description on this podcast for the playback, ladies and gentlemen. POD Podcast, part and self.
Liking it was